Yeah.
Ready? I'm open for questions.
Pretty happy atmosphere in the change room there.
The girls,
Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah.
they're a bit wrecked, but you know they're pumped. They've probably give them a couple minutes and then they'll get excited again. So yeah.
How do you feel the team's improved throughout this tournament, Rusty?
Yeah, considering we lost so many key players so early in the tournament, the girls had to really rally. So really proud of the effort tonight. It wasn't a pretty win, but we're very grateful for it. I'm telling you, it's so good to end the campaign with a win for our girls, and great for their morale and our morale going forward and towards Paris in 2025. And I think that a lot of girls are inspired to be better and to come back a lot fitter, a lot stronger, and a lot smarter.
It's fair to say you beat a more established women's rugby league country tonight, isn't it? Like France have been playing longer, and is that a fair assessment?
Oh yeah, I think that's a fair assessment, but you know, that's something that we need to keep working on. It was really good. Ellie and I went to London the other day, and we really got to talk with the Kiwi management and the Samoans in particular, and they all agree that we need to have more internationals on a more regular basis.
Yeah.
So going forward, that's something we're definitely going to be working on to get our girls more experience and more international experience before we get to France in 2025.
For the both players, you know, how did you enjoy this World Cup experience? How will you look back on this last week and a half?
Oh well, for me, this is my third World Cup, so to play for my heritage is probably an honour that I'm really grateful for. To come back into the international scene, so it's been an awesome experience to learn the culture, the language, and then bring it all out in the field with our footy. So yeah, it's been awesome for me.
Well, this is my first World Cup, so this is very new to me being on the world stage with so many talented players like our cap over here. But I'm just proud to represent my culture, my mum's side, being a cookie and actually, learning the language, learning how to shake my hips, and, just having fun meeting like such positive girls.
That was a real sort of war of attrition out there. You guys got your nose ahead and they came back. What was the message among the group? Like every time sort of friends came back, you guys have hit back really hard. What was sort of the message behind the trial?
Oh, we were barking orders at each other, but it was just the talk from the sideline kept coming out, stay positive, you know, we just need to earn the right and grind it out. And obviously, you know, give them the respect too, because, you know, they're an established country with their footy. So, yeah, we just need to stay positive and do our basics, stick to our basics and our game plan.
Rusty, how do you balance the girls on the island with the ones who live overseas? Like, is it hard to measure their abilities when they don't play each other? You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely, mate. That's the hardest thing for us, the logistics of trying to coordinate between the Cook Islands, New Zealand and Australia, because we've got huge expat communities of the Cook Islands in both New Zealand and Australia. On the island itself, there's Cook Islands is only like just under 20,000, if that, and then between Australia and New Zealand, there's 80,000 expats. So trying to coordinate and just get trials, get transparency, and all the rest of it, it's a massive logistical nightmare, just quietly. But no, we're meeting early in the new year to start looking at how we can do things better. We've already had discussions within our management group and our board about how we can do things going better. But be cool if we get someone like your Prime Minister to sponsor us. That'd be fantastic. You know, we hear he's a multi-millionaire, but we really need some financial support. And you know, going forward, that's what we need to try and get to try and get our girls together more often.
Women's rugby league on the island is very new, isn't it? Like 2 years, something like that. Is that right?
Yeah,
so
and it's really
a big
just
effort to beat
the
France.
girls have really started it themselves as well. There's a really cool rugby league committee. One of them's here with us, young Peggy as well, and they do an amazing job organising themselves and they made a really great local competition with 4 teams. But they're looking to grow that as well. But their training ethic is amazing. Their work ethic is amazing as well. And it's only upwards and onwards. But obviously, really hard being on such a small place with such a small population to sort of grow it as much as they'd like to. And unfortunately for us, it's about our girls trying to get into the Australian pathways, because that's where the real development is. And so we have to encourage the girls to actually leave home to try and better their football, you know, to be honest. So that's it's a tough one.
But you're kind of as new to the game as Brazil, really, aren't you? Really, on the island anyway, you know.
Yeah, on the island itself, absolutely.
It's a huge effort to beat a team like France.
Absolutely, yeah. So we're very proud of tonight's result, and it's a nice way to end our campaign after being up against 1 and 2 in the first game was just so tough for our girls, and losing our very few NRLW players so early as well. So that really meant we had to dig deep and be very resourceful and get our ex-players to play 80 minutes. First time she's played 80 minutes at international, so it was a massive effort from our captain, so it was amazing,
It seemed like pretty physical out there.
Yeah.
Do you reckon you got a nice new rivalry building with France?
Oh, if the captain come up to me and said, "You remember me? You ran over me last year World Cup." I said, "Oh my God, yes I do, darling." But just the camaraderie between the French, they're amazing women, and for us, I think they really studied us, especially in the middle, and they really worked hard in the middle. But it was just about us sticking to our structure and coming on top with a win.
Any more questions or wrap up there? Yep.
Thanks guys, appreciate it.